Today I'm here at Kensington Gardens in London. See the memorial in the background, the Albert Memorial. And I'm going to film a past, present and future reading for London, the main area of London, the main metropolitan area or Greater London. I'm just going to put in here that we've walked past the Diana Memorial, and as I was in a certain spot approaching it, I felt an overwhelming sense of sadness at one particular spot, and I almost wanted to cry. I will attempt to put a photo in. I didn't take a photo of the actual memorial because there were a lot of children there. So I will put a photo in of the area where I felt the overwhelming sadness. It wasn't actually in the fountain area, it was just outside as you're approaching it. I've taken a photo of the map as well, so I'll try and put it on there, so just so you can have a look at that. And if any of your viewers have been here and you felt the same thing, please let me know, because it was very extraordinary. It was just such a sense of overwhelming sadness, just on this one particular spot. I don't know if it's holding the collective grief from Diana's death in that one spot, or whether family have been there. I'm not quite sure what's happened, but incredible sense of grief and loss right at that point. I'm going to find a spot that's a little bit quieter with less traffic. It's a little bit blowy today as well, so I hope you can hear me. And I will do a past, present and future reading on London. See you there. Okay, let's look for the past. Yeah, I'm hearing thunderous times is what I'm hearing. So, I mean, London does have at least a 2,000-year history of battles and wars. I'm hearing a lot of booming sounds, so we might actually be talking about cannon fire or the Blitz, or times when there was a lot of explosions. I'm not sure, because I'm even getting Guy Fawkes, so around that time Cromwell. I'm not sure of the history of Kensington Gardens and where we're sitting right now, but maybe there was explosions and heavy artillery, or maybe it's more of a metaphorical, chaotic times. The karma of this place, London as a whole, is that there has been a lot of deep energy pushed into the earth. At some point in the future, that energy will need to come out. So we will look at that more in the future part of the reading. But because it's been a deeply populated area in London, that massive energy of everyone over the centuries, obviously more than 2,000 years before the Roman settlers, there is a lot of energy being stored. Mother Earth is holding it for the time being, but at some point it will have to come out. If you can imagine everyone's anxiety, everyone's grief, everyone's anger, all of those things are held within Mother Earth here. So we need to be kind to Mother Earth and respect the space that she does have in a city like this that's very urbanised. And utilise that space with respect, because it's greatly required. Alright, I have already talked about some things for the present in regards to respecting the space we have. I'm just seeing a little squirrel over here under the tree. I'm not sure if you can see him as I'm talking. He's very cute. Hopping around. Alright, for present. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of fast-paced energy, which is understandable. It's a busy city here. There are a lot of frustrated people living here. a lot. And those frustrations stem from a number of sources. Some of it is unresolved karma from families. Some of it is unresolved pain from childhood. So it has the potential to be quite explosive. So again, I'm hearing that booming explosion type energy. So it's like there's something bubbling under the surface at the moment in the wider community, as far as like a collective consciousness community here in London. There's so much anger about the way things are being run at the moment, or just the way society here is at the moment, because it does seem very unfair to certain people. At the moment, that disgruntled energy, that anger is being balanced by people putting calming energy into the space. There's quite a few of you out there doing that. And at the moment, that balance is about 50-50, which is wonderful. So if you live in London, keep putting the good energy in. Don't take from yourself. You can use universal energy. It's just intent. So every day, you can ask that universal energy, universal calming energy of peace and contentment gets spread amongst the people of London. It'll really help to calm that simmering anxiety and disruption that's just sitting under the surface there. There may be outbreaks of crime of a certain kind. They're not giving me what it is in certain areas. That'll be a little bit unusual because it's like a boiling pot of energy. And this is kind of, even though I'm reading presently, I'm talking about 3 months or more, 3 to 6 months away, of crimes that are perpetrated by groups of people because they're dissatisfied with their lives, essentially, but they're projecting that outwards into the city, the energy of the city. What I'm also getting is that this city has a certain energy, and it's a female energy, and it's very, very ancient energy. This energy was established a millennia ago by ancient peoples, and it's being held here in the earth. It's deep, deep under the city, so well below anything that's ever been done by man. And when this time is right, this energy will come out to be distributed for a reason. So even though we've had wars bombing the city and there's been riots and fires and everything like that, this energy is still yet to be exposed. Humankind isn't ready for it yet. So when humankind is ready, it will come out, and it will come out in this area of the world first. Alright, so for the future, I'm feeling that because there may be some disruptions that are going to happen, there will be some disruptions to the undergrounds, there will be disruptions to power, as in electricity, internet connection, and it will almost be like it manifests here first in London and then spreads out further, but mainly in London. Maybe some of the more closer towns that are outside of London, or cities that are outside of London, but mainly affected in London. We're talking about 10 to 12 years here, and the disruption will be so great and widespread, it's almost like the city will stop. Many people will leave because they can't get what they need to hear. There will be a period of about 10 to 12 years before the city refuels again. So there will be an emptying and then a refilling. There's a lot of background noise as I'm talking about this, which is very interesting. It's just started up. Nothing is a coincidence. I'm not sure of the source of this disruption. I'm not sure if there's a natural disaster or whether this is a man-made disaster. I'm not entirely sure. But it's going to be something that's quite widespread, and so when things aren't restored quickly enough, people will leave because they can't live their lives as they want to here. Now, for some people, not having that hustle and bustle will really suit them, and they're probably the ones that are going to stay. Whereas the people that like the hustle and the bustle and the fast-paced city life will probably leave and go somewhere else to get that. I also feel that there's a calming down of energies. Things are calming down. So the balance of sort of the explosiveness or the disgruntledness and the peacefulness will eventually shift. There will be something explosive, I'm hearing, in the near future. So I'm not sure what that is about. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not getting any more information than that. But we're looking at 12 to 16 months. After that point, it's almost like whatever happens brings people close together. People start to become more community-minded. Yeah, that's all I'm getting at the moment there. If anything else comes up, I will film it. But I feel I'm being drip-fed that information. I'm not really getting a lot of detail on it. So we will see if anything else comes through at a later date. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you in my next video.